Hi, my name is Rajshekhar Kalki. I wanted to share with you about one of the most impactful habit changes I've been through in the recent days. Loved sweets. I always loved them. Laddu, gulab jamun, jalebi, pastries, creme brulee, kunafa, baklava, you name it. At some point, I was eating 2 to 3 sweets every day. The cravings were unmanageable, especially after lunch, after dinner, and when I was at buffet parties. If there were sweets at home, I would consume them. And if there weren't, I would order them on Swiggy. Swiggy has discounts, so I ordered two and ate both. Despite working out regularly and otherwise eating healthy, the sweet addiction was hurting me badly. I was overweight, stomach always bloated. I was also constantly irritated with some feeling of guilt. A strong wake up call happened when my annual health checkup showed I was borderline diabetic. After that, I tried a few times to change my habits and eat less sweets or stop completely. Nothing worked. I would usually get back to old habits on a stressful day or after someone brought home a box of sweets or cookies. So happened that in October 2022, I spent 10 days at Jindal Nature Cure Institute in Bangalore. Of course, there were no sweets on the menu there. That was a wonderful fresh start opportunity for me. I decided firmly there and then that I will completely stop eating artificial sweets once I get back home. So this was my fourth or fifth attempt, but I did a couple of things differently this time. First and foremost, I spent some time thinking about how the past attempts failed and the root cause. I decided exactly what I would do differently each time a sugar craving hit me. So I didn't know then about writing down implementation intentions, but that's exactly what I did. I know that immediately after lunch were my weakest craving moments. So instead of picking up phone, which would have tempted me to open the Swiggy app, I stepped out of home and took a small walk around the park. The walk was also necessitated by doctor's advice to get some sunlight during the day. Occasionally, I had a fruit or dry fruit. It worked out well. I was breaking the habit loop. I declared to all my friends and colleagues that I quit sweets. We don't bring sweets home anymore. When my wife or other family members crave for a sweet or ice cream, they would step out to buy and consume immediately. There are no sweets or ice creams in the fridge. So, at work related social events, since I declared upfront that I don't eat sweets anymore, I'm not tempted anymore. On my son's advice, I also reframed my goal. I don't say I'm trying to stop sweets anymore. Instead, I say I'm not a sweets person or I don't like sweets. That's an identity statement rather than an effort, and that really helped psychologically. It wasn't easy with all these techniques. I remember once my brother's family visited and they brought some nice homemade Andhra sweets with them. I had a couple and felt bad the next morning. At that point, we decided we will tell any visitors up front not to bring sweets. If they do bring, we would distribute them immediately in our neighborhood. There was also this other problem. My wife is very fond of baking, it's her hobby. She would still occasionally bake cakes and cookies and ask me to try a piece. I know that a piece doesn't work for me. Such moments were the toughest ones for me, as my wife would get upset. She feels it shouldn't be too difficult to eat just one piece and stop after that, or even see this as a reward. My brain doesn't work like that. On such days, I had to exercise a lot of self control, and I'm able to do that. These habit changes paid off. I lost 6 kg. Usually, I used to put on a kg or two every time I traveled. Now I don't. My HbA1c levels moved closer to normal levels. I also feel good and confident. Thank you for watching.